whole time we wasn't recording.
No problem. No problem.
We just, I think we're live now, to be
Are we
honest.
live now?
I think we are. Let me just, I had to press start streaming. That was a button I missed. But,
Okay, but are we live now?
we are live now.
And we are live.
And we are live.
We are
Just,
live.
took 5 minute delay, but we are live.
We are live. But anyway, yeah, just to recap what we just, what me and Heidi were just going on about. Last session, we just quickly introduced ourselves. Yep, we're Community Combat. We own a gym in the Wolverhampton area, in the Penn area. Yep, and we've been teaching for the last few months. We've been open for the last few months. But today we're going to talk about how mixed martial arts can help you in your religion, in your deen. It'll help you in being fit, in being healthy, in organizing your day and making you humble. Yep, you want to add on to that, Ida?
Yeah, so, we're gonna obviously speak about, how, how MMA martial arts has helped more with his deen, and then obviously we talk about me, how he's helped me.
100%. Yeah. So, like I said before, when we weren't recording, but I'll say it again. Mixed martial arts, it will humble you either the easy way or the hard way. So as soon as you enter the MMA gym, you will be humbled within the first few sessions, 100%, no doubt about it. And that's obviously a good thing. That's obviously a good thing when it comes to Islam. There's no room for pride, for arrogance in as a Muslim. That's not a characteristic of a Muslim. One of the main characteristics of a Muslim is to be a humble person, and that's the one thing that MMA gym will make a person. It will make a person humble. You would learn if a person half your age is more knowledgeable than you or knows a certain technique, you would humble yourself and learn from that individual. And I've seen it in multiple gyms where people twice my age are willing to learn from me, or I'm willing to learn from a person younger than me because they know that they're more knowledgeable. And it's as simple as that. You have to humble yourself when it comes to MMA, when it comes to life. And as a Muslim, that's obviously a good characteristic. Being arrogant, being prideful, that's the characteristic of the shaitan, and that's something we can't have. Obviously, Iblis, he showed the first sign of arrogance when he was too prideful to prostrate to Adam when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to prostrate. He said, why should I prostrate? Like, I'm made out of fire, he's made out of clay. And yeah, so he showed that pride for the arrogance, and that's something we cannot have as a Muslim. There's no space for that at all. It's not part of our characteristics, and it's been said that, and the Prophet ﷺ said that if we have an atom's weight of arrogance in our hearts, we would not be able to enter paradise. And he clarified that, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that that arrogance is not the way we dress, but it's if the truth has come to us and we reject the truth. So that's something that we cannot do as believers. We need to be humble, and that's something that we don't just make people stronger in the gym. We don't just make them fitter in the gym, but we try to make sure that their manners and are on point, and that they're humble when they enter the gym. Like we always say, leave your egos at the door. No one comes into the gym with a big ego. Everyone needs to be humble, willing to learn from anybody. And yeah, have you experienced any of these?
Me? Yeah, I've definitely experienced it myself. I went to the gym with a big ego myself,
There you
and
go.
I got humbled within about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, within about 30 seconds, I thought I was the toughest guy in the world.
I still get humbled today. I think I'm a humble person, and then I see a person that's half my, in his early teens. I'm thinking, okay, I can probably just,
Smash this guy.
smash this person. And then, they humble me. They turn me into a pretzel and then submit me within the first few seconds. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to work on my, I need to work on my jiu-jitsu. I need to humble myself. I can't judge this book by its cover. And it happens all the time to new people, to people that have been doing MMA for a while, but mainly to people who have not experienced MMA. They think they can just, see red and then
That's
do
it.
what they do in what they see in the movies, but that's not what happens in reality. But
Yeah, we know a few people that think that
no
they,
names.
yeah, no names mentioned. They I mean, we done it ourselves.
Yeah,
We thought we could
it
fight with
happens
jump
to
train.
everybody. It happens to everybody.
No, you learn with experience.
100%.
That's the main thing. We got our first question coming. Uh,
What's that?
the question is, I want my child to get into combat sports. Which discipline do you recommend?
Which discipline? You see, I got into combat sports. I got introduced with boxing. MMA wasn't a big thing when I was young, or it was looked upon as something very very brutal. Like you going into MMA, people with 4 ounce gloves, but like it's looked at as back then it was looked at as like street brawling, whereas boxing was looked at as more, I don't know, more
More of a sport,
sophisticated. Yeah,
more
it's a sport.
civilized.
You're more civilized, and you see it on the TV. Where back then you wouldn't really see MMA on the TV all that much. So back then, MMA boxing was probably the one to go to, but now MMA has grown so much. There's MMA gyms all over the place, and they've grown when it comes to they're a lot more safe. They were safe back then. It's just people just never knew about it, and when it comes to something new, people are just scared. But I recommend you to your children to just go into MMA straight away because there's multiple MMA gyms out there, and whatever you think they prefer
There
or
is
like
multiple
more.
MMA gyms, but there's only one MMA gym, and that's our gym.
What's that? We're
That's
in
our gym.
Wolverhampton. We're
We're in
Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
if you're in Wolverhampton, just come down to the gym, community combat. But if you're not in Wolverhampton, there's multiple gyms out there. Have a search. And I say just go straight into MMA because that's it's more fun. If you go into one discipline, the child probably would, get bored. They'll probably just get bored of just the grappling aspect or just the striking aspect. But if you go into MMA gym, they'll they'll keep their brains engaged, and when they're more engaged, they'll be,
there's a
they'll learn more.
there's a phone call.
We got a phone call.
Should I answer it?
Depends who.
I'm ready to cut this person off. Oh, hang on. How do I do your phone?
That's the last one.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
It's probably from the other show.
It is from the other show. Did you want to read some? Okay, signed. It's gone.
Yeah, just only answer if we're expecting. But yeah, what was I at? Yeah, it'll keep the child more engaged. If they go into MMA gym, the child will be more engaged. They'll learn quick. They'll learn more quickly, and if it depends on the age range as well. If you bringing in your child to mixed martial arts or to combat sports, from a toddler's age, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because what they learn is going to be very limited anyway. They're not going to be learning flying triangles and all different types of combinations. But as a toddler, they'll be learning you know, just building certain characteristics, discipline, being focused. And as they get older and reach the ages of 5 to 8, whatever they prefer, I'll say just throw them into, just put them into that. But what grappling, what grappling disciplines do you recommend?
Well, individually.
Yeah, I haven't really experienced wrestling. I specialize more in. I train more jiu-jitsu, and my striking discipline that I try to specialize more in is Thai boxing. So, um,
But playing devil's advocate here. Wouldn't you say learning a discipline at a young age, focusing on just jiu-jitsu and then working your way up to striking when you get to like 7, 8, and then getting to MMA in the future, don't you think that way is better than just doing MMA from, let's say, 4 years old?
so I look at it as what would the kid prefer? you don't want to force nothing on the child. If you force something on the child, they'll just end up rejecting it. We've seen it
What
all
if
the
the kid
time.
just wants to fight?
If they like MMA, then just put him into, then throw him into MMA gym.
So okay, let's put it this way: if you had a son,
Yeah,
your son wanted to fight.
yeah.
Your son loved fighting, from his punches
Well, as
stuff
in he
one
wanted
and
to
two.
compete.
No, no, not yet, not yet. He's still a toddler. Yeah, he's still a toddler now.
It's very energetic.
Very energetic. Where would you send him? Like, would you? You obviously you're a mixed martial artist yourself. You've been to different gyms. This is now. Where would you send your own son? Where would you send him first? Would you send him to an MMA gym, or would you send him to somewhere else?
I'll send him to a wrestling gym. I'll send him to a wrestling gym because I've traveled around. I've seen different wrestling gyms, even though I don't specialize in freestyle wrestling or Greco myself. When I do go to these different wrestling gyms and I see kids at the ages of, you remember
Yeah, they're
the
crazy.
it was amazing.
Crazy.
Like seeing these kids. Like how old was these kids?
There was
They were young.
yeah,
They were like
five,
7,
six,
and
seven,
they're
8.
flipping on their heads and doing all types of stuff, and just seeing that maturity, and that's something that I've only seen in wrestling gyms. So,
And our gym.
and our gym, yeah, but we try to implement that. We've been influenced by different wrestling gyms as well. But if you want to choose a specific discipline, I say wrestling.
So
Um,
so let's say he's jumped in wrestling from 4 years old now. Yeah. When would
yeah,
you change? Would you change? Would you add on? When would you add on?
different disciplines.
Yeah.
Um, that's a good question. That is a good question. I'll say at the ages of 16.
You'll move him on to something else.
I'll move him onto I wouldn't move him onto something else and forget
You'll
wrestling.
you'll add something
I'll
on.
add something else. I'll add another discipline, and it'll need to be a different. It'll probably be a striking discipline as well. So me, because my background is Thai boxing, it will more likely be Thai boxing. But you can choose anything else. It can be boxing. It can just be a type of. It can be modern day karate, sports karate. It can be, you know, some other K1. So when it comes to striking disciplines, I'm not really fussed. I choose Thai boxing myself because it implements all the different types of strikes that you would use in an MMA fight. But yeah, I'll implement Thai boxing.
Okay. Bang on, bang on.
Hopefully that would answer
So
the question.
summary. I want my child to get into combat sports. What discipline do you recommend? Summary of that is depending on what your child wants to do. If he likes wrestling, send him to a wrestling gym. If you like striking, send him to a striking gym. If he just wants to fight, uh, we recommend sending him to a wrestling gym.
And yeah, just because it builds those mannerisms, those the manners that you want a child to have, discipline and things along of those sorts.
Okay, so next question we have is how do I know which type of martial art is good for me? So, in other words, how do I know which discipline is good for me?
Is good for you. Okay, that's a very, you know, tailored question, bespoke question. If it's, I don't know, whatever's good for you. If you're talking about the mixed martial arts, the style, the discipline itself, then it's the ones that have been tested, you know, by fire, the ones that have been, that people have used and trained and actually tested it in the MMA cage, and they're things like jiu-jitsu. They've been tested on the ground, and when it comes to jiu-jitsu as well, um, it's not even. I'm talking about the MMA style jiu-jitsu that's been tested in the MMA gym, but your question's very bespoke, so I'm just gonna go at it. I'm gonna assume that you're trying to ask what disciplines are the best disciplines to learn, and I'll say jiu-jitsu, freestyle wrestling, Greco wrestling, and Thai boxing and boxing. These styles, they've been tested by fire, and they've been known to work, you know, to help people protect themselves and maintain fitness. But yeah,
Okay.
you want to answer that?
No, I agree with everything you said. Really, which type of martial art is good for me? Yeah, it's you won't know unless you go try it.
Yeah, You need
Like,
to go
if
try
you
it.
go, most gyms offer free lessons anyway. We offer a free session. So we've been to other gyms that offer free sessions, and you can go there, try it. If you don't like wrestling, you can go to a Thai boxing gym. If you don't like Thai boxing, you can go to jiu-jitsu gym. Uh, everyone offers free sessions, and if they don't, there is someone that does. So yeah, that was a very bespoke question, and hopefully we answered it how we were supposed
As
to.
best as possible.
Yeah, as best as possible. Next question. I'm weighing 120 kg. I'm
Wow.
not. I'm not. Oh, thinking. I'm not muscly. I'm more on the chubbier side. What do you recommend for me? What do you recommend me from to get to a lower weight by exercise and a healthy nutrition plan?
Yeah, me myself, I'm the wrong person to speak about dieting.
Yeah, he's been. I think he weighs 120 kg himself now.
But the best thing to do is to a lot of people that ask these questions are people that are just they're 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 just they're not willing to jump in. They're too busy thinking, and they're not doing. The best thing to do is to just jump into MMA gym and just start. And you don't really need to think too much about your nutrition. Just cut down on your food.
Mm,
Sometimes people, the issue is they think about nutrition. What's the best foods I can eat? But they're eating so much. They're eating the middle of the night. Like, do the obvious and just cut down on your food. Don't eat in the middle of the night.
yeah,
Um,
bang on.
and just make sure you're staying active every single day. And if you stick to these basic things, it's most likely that you're gonna start losing weight. And if you're not losing weight, then start speaking to a nutritionist, then start speaking to a PT trainer. But do the basics, do the basics, do the obvious. Get into a gym, start jump on the treadmill. Um, did he ask for a certain discipline? A certain
No, he just said, how do I? We got. He said, how do I lose that much weight? Like, you don't have to jump in an MMA gym. You can go to like a normal gym, a weightlifting gym. Go on the treadmill, do cardio training. Even even if you don't want to join a gym, go for walks.
Yeah.
Like, do the bare minimum. Go for walks. Cut down on the food, like Muhammad said. You wanna
And it's not
and
going to
be
happen
consistent.
overnight, yeah. Consistency. This is something that's not going to happen overnight. You're going to be losing probably a kg or less than a kg, probably, yeah, like half a kg a week. And then if you're talking about 120, and depending on what you want to cut down to, it's going to take a while. So, yeah, consistency, keep at it, cut down on your food, and it just need uh, you need of discipline. You need to stick to it. The only reason I'll say enter MMA gym is because you'll be able to socialize better.
Yep.
Carry on.
Okay, we're gonna be
I'd,
going on to a break now.
okay, no problem.
So we'll just swap that over. We'll be back in 5.
Eurofit Auto Centres, the leading MOT and service centres in West Midlands, are recruiting technicians, MOT testers and managers. There's a starting salary of £30,000 based on experience, and a minimum 5 years experience is necessary. For details, call Rashad at Eurofit Auto Centres on 01902 404045. That's Eurofit Auto Centres on 01902 404045.
Northern Gas Heating, celebrating 24 years of reliable heating and renewable energy solutions for your home. We have unbeatable offers on gas boilers, fully installed by our professional engineers. If your business or home is paying high electricity prices, call for a free Northern Gas Heating quote for cost-effective solar PV with battery storage. Visit northerngasheating.com or call 0800 083 1000.
Ramadan Kareem from Premier Tyres, suppliers of the tyres you can rely on for safe driving, as they're the only link between your vehicle and the road. And as well as leading tyre brands, Premier's your reliable go-to garage for servicing, spares, repairs and MOTs. Now available, Wolverhampton taxi plated cars for hire. Now Uber and Bolt ready, so you can run your business in confidence. For details, visit Premier Tyres, Crown Street, WV1 1PX. Call 01902 455 684 or visit premiertyreservices.com.
Experience the AK Windows difference. Visit our HQ at Economic House, Salisbury Street, Wolverhampton, WV3 OBG. Discover quality UPVC and aluminium windows, doors, roof lanterns, bifolding doors and composite doors in various styles. Offering glass and UPVC repairs too. With over 30 years of experience, AK Windows is your trusted choice for both trade and retail. For free quotations, call 01902 421 500 or visit akwindows.co.uk. Elevate your living with AK Windows. Precision, quality, satisfaction.
Midland Plastics and Plumbing Limited, your one-stop shop for home and bathrooms. A wide range of plumbing products and quality bathroom supplies in Wolverhampton. We supply underground drainage, guttering, roofing products, UPVC cladding and much more to the trade and public. This Ramadan we're offering 40% off all bathroom suites. Visit us online at midlandplasticsltd.co.uk or call us today on 01902 399 611 or why not visit in-store at Moore Street South, Wolverhampton, WV2 3JN.
Mubi Base Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment. Suppliers of leading brands, Samsung, Sony, and Panasonic. We supply and fit all car audio systems, top brands, Kenwood, Bose, and we're an authorized supplier of Vibe product. Visit our store online at mubibase.co.uk and order today for next day delivery. Mubi Base Electronics are proud sponsors of Wolverhampton Wanderers FC. Call us today for a free quote on 01902 754 546 and quote Ramadan 20 for 10% off. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Mubi Base Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment.
Khan Builders offer a full range of building services, from major rebuilds to small projects, home improvements, kitchen fitting, plastering, bathroom fitting, extensions, and much more. We pride ourselves on providing a professional, caring, and high-quality service and always meet our customers' needs. Contact Khan Builders today on 07813 950 265 for a free quotation from Khan Builders. We've all spent a lot of time at home lately, and it's time to notice those carpets really need replacing. Let's be honest, we don't want to go from shop to shop, do we? Well, Perfect Carpets can save you the time and bring perfection to your floor. Over 1,000 high-quality styles and colours. Carpets start from only £3 per square yard. Rugs from £30. There's free measurements and free quotation with exclusive trade discounts to landlords and builders. You can't get any more perfect. Make your home with Perfect Carpets, the Black Country's biggest carpet store. Call us today on 01902 428 833 or visit us at 21 to 25 Snow Hill, Wolverhampton, WV2 4AD, and quote Ramadan Radio for 5% off your next order.
Quick Build Construction Limited offer a full range of building services, from major rebuilds to small projects, home improvements, kitchen fitting, plastering, bathroom fitting, extensions and much more. We pride ourselves on providing a professional, caring and high-quality service and always meet our customers' needs. Contact Quick Build Construction today on 07813 950 265 for a free quotation from Quick Build Construction.
Do you have a family member that's passed away and you would like someone to assist you in legal advice? Kenneth Jones Solicitors has been providing legal services for businesses and individuals since 1986. We specialise in probate, Islamic wills and family law. We also offer services in conveyancing, immigration and personal injury. Contact us today on 01902 745 773 or visit us on our website at kenneth-jones.co.uk.
Alrighty, we're back from the break.
Yeah, what was the previous question again?
Previous question was that the fellow was
He lost it.
Well,
It's fine. It's fine.
now that the guy was obviously overweight, he was 120 kg, and he wanted to lose weight, and he wanted to know his nutrition plan.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm the wrong person for the nutrition plan. But when it comes to the gym, if you might find it easier entering an MMA gym because when you do, you got people to socialize with, and you'll feel more motivated to go there because there's people there that you'll know that will be telling you to come along and train and stick onto your training regimen. Whereas if you go into the weightlifting gym by yourself, you probably start to feel depressed after a month or so, and there's something that you need to maintain, that you need to keep be consistent with. So hopefully that helps you with your weight loss question.
With regards to obviously your nutrition, I mean, you can give him basic nutrition advice. Like, you don't want to be eating, mad packets of crisps. You don't want to be eating
Finishing,
a whole deck of biscuits.
Yeah.
A whole packet of biscuits,
Like I said, these are the obvious things. Whoever asked this question would know that, eating too much, finishing a whole pack of digestives within 5 minutes is not healthy, and it's not going to help him with the, with the diet goals. With their weight goals, but I can. If you stick to the obvious things, 100%. Cutting down on your calorie intake, making sure that you're on a calorie deficit, and going to the gym every day, making sure that you're doing conditioning training every single day, and it doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to be doing HIIT training every day, but if you're doing some type of conditioning training every single day, you're 100% going to start losing weight. You're 100% going to start losing weight. And if you're still not losing weight, then invest in a nutritionist, invest in a PT trainer, and hopefully then you can reach your goals. But I doubt you'll need to do that if you just sticking on a calorie deficit and training every day. But yeah.
Yep.
But that leads neatly to what I wanted to say about going to MMA gyms. The social environment, it's a healthy place. It's a healthy place to network. You're going to be socializing with people on the same goal, even though they're not on they're going to be from different backgrounds, but it's a nice place to socialize. You're not socializing in the pub. You're not socializing I don't know, whatever stupid places on the PC playing games. You're not socializing in these different areas, but you're socializing in the gym, and there's a healthy place to socialize. Training and getting healthy. The people around you are going to be on the same page as you, trying to get healthy, trying to get fit as well. And yeah, I know that that's one of the best places I like to socialize in, is in the gym. I love it. The people I meet in the gym.
He loves it. Obviously, most people don't like it. Most people don't like it. So you gotta. This guy's crazy. He loves running around. He loves not getting tired.
I love not getting tired.
That's what consistency gets you. People like me.
Have fun with it. You're not supposed to be torturing yourself.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be having fun with it. Going there every day, not trying to kill yourself. But
just have fun.
Have fun with it. And with this person with the diet goals, 100% you gotta lose weight if you're just having fun with it. And just think of the process and just have fun with the process. It's the journey that you're gonna.
And it's fun. Love. The journey's fun.
Yeah.
And when you start seeing, difference, when you get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and you see, you lost a couple of kg, you see a difference. You're gonna get motivated.
Yeah, you gotta get motivated, 100%. But the first, you have to take that first step. Stop asking questions and just take that first step. That's what a lot of people do. They're asking too many questions. They've asked the question, they know the answer, but they ask the question again,
and then they'll say,
keep asking the question.
I'll go tomorrow.
And
I'll go after Ramadan.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a next question, which will obviously go nicely with this. Is how do I train during Ramadan?
Like,
so what's your training? What's your training process for Ramadan?
I'll just obviously you're not eating or drinking throughout the day, so you wanna you either leave it till after iftar, or what I do, I like training on an empty stomach anyway. I'll do it before iftar, and
So I mean, this guy's crazy. See, I said it.
I'll
I
do
said it, and he just confirmed it.
I'll do it like a half an hour session before iftar. I'll try leave 10-15 minutes before the actual fatur, just to leave time for, making dua, as it's the best time to make, one of the best times to make du'as before breaking your fast. But half on an empty stomach, trust me, you'll love it. If you be, trust me, I know you'll love it.
Don't trust him.
Trust me, you'll
I
love
tried
it.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
If you're like him, if you're very fitness enthusiast, in
Shout
this
out to
and
the
that.
strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah,
Shaf.
Yeah, he used to do
T1.
He used to do sessions before my mouth was dry. Yeah, my mouth was dry. If you want to do something a bit smarter, I would wait, do your iftar, pray tarawih, and then go have a little training session in the gym.
I'm
You
not
only
trying
need
to
half an
say,
hour,
yeah,
45 minutes.
I'm not trying to say do an hour session before. I'm saying like 25-30 minute session, and mentally, at the end of the session you're gonna break your fast anyway, so you know that you're not gonna need to wait another few hours to have a drink of water. So it's basically like a normal session. How you don't usually break, in the middle of your session, stop your session to have a meal. You have it after the session? So,
But
it'll be like a
for the
normal
past 8
session.
hours, I never ate or drank.
It's come on, man.
No,
Mental warfare.
but there are different ways and different. It's like there's different ways of.
I'm trying to
of doing
motivate
it.
the brothers here. You,
I'm trying to motivate but keep them alive. You get me? I don't want to. I don't want to kill the sisters as well. I don't want to be saying, "Yo, do your sessions," and they pass out, and then there's no iftar for them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can do it before, and you can do it after, but don't do it at the start
do
of
what
the
you
day.
prefer.
Yeah.
Do what you prefer. But that's what I do. I do a little 25-minute session, 30-minute session before iftar, and I try to leave a little bit of time before I actually break my fast. But yeah.
Yeah. We do have a next question. It is, as a Muslim woman, I don't want to go to a gym because it's surrounded by men. I also want to lose weight and get fit. How do I do this?
Wolverhampton, our gym, we're gonna start implementing women-only sessions, and hopefully that would answer that question. But it's hard because not a lot of areas do. You won't find women-only sections in a gym, or there are certain gyms. I know there's one gym in my area that I forgot the name, but they do have a women's only floor. But that's obviously, you gotta be very lucky to have that in your area.
Yeah.
But that's 100% something that we're gonna implement in the near future. We're gonna start implementing women-only sessions at Community Combat, the Combat Hub. Have you got a date on that, or?
You know what it is? One of the coaches, they're going on holiday kind of thing. So we're gonna have to try and find someone else and do it that way. But if, let's say, you can do it yourself. Like you're at home, you don't need equipment. Like if you got kids as well, especially, it's hard for you to go to a gym. If your husband's working or whatever, and you got kids, or even if you're a single mom, you got kids, it's hard for you to go somewhere and train. And the best thing to do in that scenario is to basically train at home.
Train at home.
Do a little bit. Like if you're scared about your weight, start eating healthy. And when you start eating healthy, your whole family will eat healthy because you're the chef.
Yeah, being fit is it's not just something that you do 1 hour in the day or half an hour in the day. It's a lifestyle. So you have to make sure you're sleeping right, you have to make sure you're eating right, and you have to make sure you're also implementing some kind of training inside, within every day. It doesn't have to be an hour, it can just be, half an hour.
Yeah, or even do it as a family. Get your kids involved. You know what I'm saying? Get your kids involved. Do watch a YouTube video. There's like YouTube people that do the sessions on videos and be like, star jumps, this and that, and you can, even if you participate with the kids and do it with the kids, you're creating a bond.
100%.
So it's a win-win situation.
At the gym as well, we also do monthly challenges, and we try to do a certain training routine under a certain time, and you would have done it at a certain time at the start of the month, and hopefully you'll beat your whatever target you would have set for yourself at the start of the month at the end of the month, and you can do that every single month by yourself or you and your family, and yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go to a part. We're gonna do a little game. All right.
Okay.
This is a game for you, Mo.
All right.
All right. So there's numbers to 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to tell you different disciplines, and you have to rate them between 1 and 5. Okay.
Honestly, don't make me
One
create some enemies.
being the best,
Okay.
5 being the worst, but you're not going to know which one is going to be next. Does that make sense?
Yes. I
Yeah?
got it.
Okay, because
I've seen this around.
Yeah, we
I've
did play
seen-
it with food.
Food.
This is when Muhammad's on the diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is boxing.
Boxing.
1 to 5, where would you put that?
4.
Boxing 4.
Boxing 4.
Boy,
I've made some enemies.
you definitely made some enemies there. Where would you put karate?
Yeah, 5.
I mean, I don't think you made enemies with that one. I think you made friends. Where would you put judo?
Ooh. 2.
Judo 2.
2 judo 2.
Okay, so you put karate at 5. You put boxing at 4. You put judo at 2.
Yeah.
You got 1 and 3 left.
Okay.
Where would you put BJJ?
3. You know, boxing and BJJ, I don't know. I'll put him because they're very one-dimensional. That's why I'll put him in the same category, but 3 and 4. But I have to put it on 3 now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty on 3. And if anybody doesn't know what BJJ is, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And the last one is Taekwondo.
Come on, man. You stuck me up.
No one
with
ever.
that.
No one
You
ever.
threw me over with that one. Man.
No one ever.
I have to put that as one now then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. You know, that's the game.
Yeah, that is the game.
That's the game. You don't know what's next. You know what I'm saying?
You stuck me up with that one.
I did a little. You know, I wasn't
I was
prepared.
waiting for Thai boxing.
I know you was. Tie backs is on there. Just didn't mention it.
Oh, man.
It's gonna make it a bit more fun. Yeah. So you put Taekwondo as 1. You're gonna get enemies from that one. You put judo as 2, BJJ as 3, boxing as 4, and
I'm
karate
happy
as
with
5.
judo. I'm happy with judo.
I'm happy with karate.
I'm happy with karate as well.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna say how it is. If you send your kids to karate,
And it depends on it. Traditional karate classes when they do the kata
It's
and
nonsense,
they spend
bro.
15 minutes doing a
yeah,
kata.
you're wasting your kids' time.
Yeah,
You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money.
we're making enemies
Because look at it as a. No, I'll say with chest. I'll say it straight. If anybody wants to come and have a little debate, you're more than welcome to come here.
now. Yeah.
And yeah, so karate. If you send the kids to karate, the reason why, I'll give you the reasons. Number 1, the grading syllabus, and I've seen it, is all based on money. The more money you give, the more money you're gonna get it.
Let's stick to the discipline
Okay, let's stick to discipline.
rather than the business
I can
side.
talk about everything.
Let's stick to the discipline.
The discipline, you can start off with, if you're sending the kids to karate, they're learning a kata, which is a kata is basically a sequence of moves which don't mean nothing.
Well, they're supposed to mean something, but you would not use them.
Yeah, you won't use them. You won't use
Because
them.
today's like, okay, back in the days when we never had things like, different MMA promotions like the UFC and One Championship, these different styles, these different disciplines wouldn't have been tested. They wouldn't have been trialed. But now they are. And we've went through that phase where all these different disciplines have been trialed, they've been tested, and we've been left with the disciplines that work. And you might as well send your children to the disciplines that work, which are, you can filter them down to,
They can do boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing, wrestling, any type of wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA. Because look at it in the UFC.
MMA is just the accumulation of all these
of it.
different disciplines. They're basically, when you go to an MMA gym, they're teaching boxing and they're teaching a grappling discipline, and they're trying to mix the two together. Or they're teaching Thai boxing and jiu-jitsu, they're teaching boxing and wrestling, all accumulation of these different,
I'm not even saying it to put down, karate places. I'm just literally saying it to benefit your kids and benefit yourself. I mean, if you really like it, go for it. If you enjoy it, I'm not saying don't go for it.
They may have evolved, but traditional karate.
I went to work for a karate company and I was there for a week, and I left because I'm not gonna help teach kids something that I don't believe in, and I know something that won't work. I had a guy ask
Giving
me.
people false confidence.
I asked a guy who had 600 students, and he asked me. He'd been teaching for about 4 years. You know what he asked me? How do I block a leg kick?
Yeah, how do I block a leg kick? Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
How long was he been in the business?
About 4 years.
And he's teaching all these.
He's teaching kids, and that's
kids.
just in business. You know what I'm saying? The guy was an older guy as well. He was about 50 something. So obviously he's had his experience in teaching. And how are you saying? At the time I was 18 years old. So it's
And there's no excuse for this, because there's already been so many disciplines that have been tested, they've been trialed. People go to sport, we've got the UFC. People have been, tested these different disciplines, and we know the ones that work.
Yeah, when the UFC first ever started, you can Google this. You go on YouTube, and you'll see people coming in karate outfits, and you see people with jiu-jitsu, you see people with different disciplines.
There was a guy with one boxing glove.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. But did he win?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, back then it actually shows you
they
look,
tested all the
works.
different disciplines. That was the idea, to test karate against Thai boxing, against kickboxing.
Now it's obviously evolved to everyone's doing MMA now, but back then it was literally a boxer versus jiu-jitsu. It was judo versus wrestling. People from all different disciplines, they come together and they've
learned from each other, creating mix the MMA we've got today. People have humbled themselves and they've learnt from each other. And if you're stuck in the old ways, traditional mixed martial arts where you only learn one discipline and think this is the best, then you have to get off your high horse and humble yourself and learn from all these different disciplines to create something that would actually work.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's enough of talking about karate. We're wasting.
How did we get to that?
I don't know. But I just had to say, I had to get off my chest.
Yeah.
Someone asked. A lot of people don't actually have a clue how to count calories or portion control their meals.
Well, okay.
You're not a nutritionist, but give your personal opinion.
So my personal opinion is, I'm trying to recall a bunch of information that I've learned as when I was dieting from a previous fight. But you have to calculate your BMI, which is the amount of calories you burn in a day. You do that by putting your height, weight inside the equation, and then you'll calculate your BMI. As soon as you find out how much calories you burn in a day, you need to calculate the amount of calories you take in a day, and you have to make sure that the amount of calories you take in a day is less than the amount of calories your body burns in a day. And when you do that, you'll be in a calorie deficit and losing weight automatically. The way you calculate the amount of calories you intake is by just reading the back of the packets. But when you buy certain things from the store, just make sure you read the amount of calories that it has at the back of the packet. It would have a certain